Shubor nakaslem jong nongsan Hima.
Ki Nongpynïaid jong ka school ba Nehu bakan thobia Vice Chancellor jong ka teka school ba Professor Prabhashan Kar Shukla. Kila Pynshai batang nakabor jongki kimpat la banle Halor ka Jingdawa jong ki Nongtrei ki bahapo ka lama jong ka All Nehu Workers Union. Ban ithu no yaki kum ki Nongtrei ki bapura bat ban siu tulop khamhe ya ka kam ka bagitrei. Haba ai jingkren chakilat pathai khubor mentakasngi ka khat nyau tere unailar. U Vice Chancellor ula Pynshai Halor ki babun ki man. Bat ki shithi ki ba ula yok pediang na ka All Nehu Workers Union. Ula ong ban na ka liang ka jongki kum ki Nongpynïaid kenyale kat bala ban penpoi ya ka shithi sya ka ministry. Halor ka Jingdawa jongki ban thung kampura. Bat ken sakhmi benya ondala deb ban lum ban lang ya baro ki kot kisla. Ula ong baya ka tulop jongki la siu khaddu ha ka arpu ar tare ujeliu bat shen on saplat no ya ka tulop ka badangsa.
About the agitation, casual labor agitation which is already going on in the campus of Nehu. I received 2 to 3 letters from the General Secretary All Nehu Workers Union. Accordingly, prepare a comparative chart. I will provide you. I think someone already provided you. I will given you the copy of the letter. Accordingly, as per rules and system and decision taken in the casual meeting committee, would like to brief here. The university is already paying the dearness allowance to the casual workers under variable dearness allowance VDA as per the notification issued by the government from time to time. Next is issuance of ID card to all the casual workers will be considered in the pattern of card issued to other workers, public helpers coming from works in-house in the campus. With regard to correction of the joining date in the DPF and ESI record will be examined under the norms. Medical facilities to the casual workers will be considered as per rules. Safety kits will be provided to specific employees as and when required during the time of duty. For payment of areas with regard to the medical facilities prior to 19/2/2020 on implementation of ESI scheme in the university will be examined as per rules. Some casual and contractual workers who are receiving salary of more than 20,000 and are denied of ESI scheme for medical facilities will be examined as per rules for providing such facilities on emergency basis only. With regard to the scheme mentioned in the consolidated instructions on casual laborers, as per office memorandum number itna dated itna, Government of India, Ministry of Pension, PG and Pension Department of Personnel and Training will be examined as per rules. From the Nehu Workers Union on different date 29/4/2022, 28/6/2022 and 26/7/2022. Concerning the various demands, please find out the below response of the University Negotiation Committee. It is also observed by the Negotiation Committee that the charters given by the Nehu Workers Union time to time change. Sometimes some demand, in next letter different demands are also changed. So one by one, just like the first letter, particulars of the letters of the grievances received from the casual workers and Nehu's response. The first letter received different letter dates and their charters, regularization of the daily wages, contractual and pro rata workers, demand for the statutory obligations and legal entitlement as per law like provident fund etc. Payment of the wages as per the latest government of India notification and equal pay and equal equal pay and equal pay for equal work, implementation of mandatory social security mechanism, and also the reinstate the casual workers removed without mandatory notice. India. I cannot go beyond the rule of the government of India. EPF and ESI payments are paid before the 50th of every month as mandated. We are already paying it. ESI benefits are handled directly by the ESI clinic, as Nehu has cleared all ESI dues. Fourth is arrears due are also cleared as per the records. Fifth, the overtime allowances are also paid as per the order and certification by respective controlling officer. Sixth thing that the Nehu has already implemented central minimum basis salary for all casual workers in different categories since 2018. Seventh, the variable demands allowances, dearness allowances is implemented twice a year on every order from the Ministry of the Nehu. We discussed the matter deliberately and taken the decision. The details of the appointment of casual workers under the category of unskilled, semi-skilled, skilled and high skilled will be worked out by the administration. Also the notification from the Ministry of Labour will be considered. Merely the duration of 10 years may not be sufficient to change the category of the workers. But we cannot go beyond the rules of the government. On the basis of only the 10 years, we can't change their positions. I am helpless to say something. But after the discussion with the committee member, I can find out some ways which way I can help my casual laborers. But after the discussion, directly I cannot. The Vice Chancellor cannot take all the times one-side decision. In respect other employees of the university also looking the things, no. But I am not going to say I am helpless.
Sir, help us to understand this.
Please, cannot.
Whether any proposal has been put forth before the government of India for regularization of.
Does this allow?
Because most of them they are saying that they've been working here more than 10 years. Has been any proposal sent?
That's why I am saying in the first this is a 30-year problems. Even in 30 years, why not the past Vice Chancellor did anything? But I am trying to find the possibilities, no? Which way I can help the laborers?
So you don't
I have to. Of India. It is up to the government of India going to take the decision.
My concern means you have not sent, or you have sent to what is it?
Yeah, no, the difference is though, within this year, I have completed just 1 year in this campus. No?
Absolutely.
Okay, so in this period, I am just trying the possibility, searching the possibility with the committees, and committee is working on that.
Administration is compiling the data of all the casual workers who have been working for the past 20 years, as you mentioned. So we are compiling the data, and as it is not easy to compile all the data of 400 to 600 people, we are considering all the casual workers from Shillong, Tura campus, and even Guwahati guest house, Nehu's guest house. So compiling the data of all these casual workers will take time. That's why committee is compiling the data and examining the data, appointment, in which manner they were appointed, how they were appointed, and on what date they were appointed. So compiling these data takes time. So after the compilation of data and with very good reasons, then only we can send the proposal to the ministry. It's not like we can just send a very vague proposal to the ministry. That's why it takes time. It's not an easy task. So we have requested the casual workers to help us and in compiling the data. We have also asked their grievances and their whatever documents they have submitted to us. The administration AR, Assistant Registrar, by Ivan Migler sitting here, he is compiling those data. And as and when those data will be compiled, we will be sending it to the ministry for approval. And whatever the decision the government takes, then that will be the final decision, not the Vice Chancellor's decision or not the university's.
More than 70 to 80 people, not more than 70 people. Rest of them are already working. Only 70 and 80 people. Even you can see see the recording of the CCTV camera. You can see the scene. Not more than that.
What actions will be taken? What actions?
Already continuous negotiation is already going on. All are the member of the negotiation committee. Even yesterday I already discussed, the chairman of the negotiation committee already discussed with the Nehu workers.
What kind of action will the Nehu authorities take if they refuse to call off their attitude? If they refuse to call off their attitude, what action?
As per rules. As per rules. The government rules.
Termination.
No, as per rules. I can say only the as per rules.
April 2006 or 10th April 2006 was the Supreme Court judgment. And based on that, the DOPT and other, the Government of India follows that and then they gave back. So up to that, they were. Based on that, here also we are examining in that point of view before 2006 whether the 10 years is completed. And they are fulfilling that requirement. But also, in the meantime, they have already gone to the court, Honorable High Court. So already High Court has rejected their thing for legal rights. So we have to consider both in that, what was the thing and details like that. Then depending on that, finally, then again we will filter out. Then whatever actually they come, then from there, like the Honorable Vice Chancellor told, then it will be forwarded and because nobody, because based on Supreme Court, even other also the decisions were. As I told in the Kesari case, again in the Karnataka, Limo Devi case in Chandigarh, they were the supers working in the post office there. But again, High Court told yes, something post, you can read the whole thing. But they are okay, maybe there. Then the government approached to Supreme Court. Supreme Court told how the High Court can give this money. That you create the sanction post, this thing, that you are not able to write like that. No. So whatever is there up to 2006, there and as per those conditions, only that can be protected. So the request, the decision of the High Court
itself speaks very clearly that how they are selected, how they are appointed, what are the terms and conditions they are supposed to fulfill. Whether it is obligatory, whether we can take any disciplinary action, whether anything that can be done as per government's rule. It is all out of that. As per requirement of university, we are trying to help to see the urgency of the work within the institution, as well as to help those job seekers who are really in need of some help. But we cannot go more than what we can do from the institution. I have been here for more than 34 years, and I learned that this practice has been continuing for a very, very long time. And our Vice Chancellor has said correctly, saying that this has been for so many years, and nobody attempted it. And now it has come to the point that he wants to see how to provide the welfare of his people. My request to them through the media and to all of us for the welfare of our people who are there. Sometimes they spend at night, you cannot believe it. With the rain dripping there and getting wet. What happened in the family, nobody knows. How will they pay a house rent, nobody can imagine. If someone is sick, what will happen? All this has been considered and requested, how shall we solve this problem? To solve this problem will not solve just by standing there and carrying flag and shouting. No, we have to work it out. Minutely, diligently, and solve this problem to whatever we can do. Certain things I'm sure that we cannot do. But in spite of that, we know that we cannot do, we still make an effort how to find out ways and means to help them. But to provide a regularization immediately, from which source the university can do. If the center, the UGC, the Ministry of Education do not provide for this purpose, I think it is
Their budget salaries and
it is not possible, sir. I say it is not possible. If we make a promise here, if we like here, we will do it just to pacify them, at the end we cannot do it, what will happen? It will be much more serious, more complication rather than solving the problem. But unfortunately, things has been out of control for so many days they are there. It really embarrassed the institution to see whoever passing them, whoever wants to meet the Vice Chancellor. And then all the time in the media they said, oh, the problem in Nehu is becoming a hotspot of all the issues. Instead of providing learning and enlightening the people, we are not doing that only. So many are trying their best to afflict the university. But then this is a society in which we cannot avoid to see some unforeseen circumstances. So through the media, I would like to request to find out, to also besides your inquisitive question, how to help or what to solve. It is not just for the market purpose, but it is for the welfare of our people, how to handle this, and to enlighten the people and to make them understand what can be done and what cannot be done. I am very clear with this. What can be done, we'll do it. What cannot be done to them, why should we make any false promise to our own colleagues who have been working with us for so many years?